Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm doing a waves tutorial with a taper, and I start off by wetting the hair so that I can smoothly comb it through. I don't want to comb the hair dry because that is easier to create split ends and things like that. Now I'm cutting his head with a 2 guard closed with my fast beads, and I'm cutting everything except for the crown and the 2 corners. I'm saving that. But I'm going over the hair multiple times over and over again to try to get it to, for one, I want those waves to start popping out, because that's the best part of the cut. And then also I'm trying to make sure I get all the hair even. And I feel like you really can't go over the hair too many times. You really can go a bunch of times. You don't have to like just limit it because it's not going to take off anything less than the 2. So I'm really just, going. It looks like I'm digging into the hair, but I'm not. It's just a sped up video makes it look like that. But I'm being cautious not to touch those corners or the crown. And it looks like I'm going on the corners, but I'm actually lifting the clippers up once I get ready to pass it. And the reason why I do that is because majority of people have swirls or cowlicks or things like that in their corners, or sometimes it's just a little bit lighter. Not that you're going bald, but it's just a little bit lighter. It's just natural. So I'd rather go with the bigger guard, like I just did this 3 on this crown, to compensate and not take off too much compared to the, so it can still look full and dark compared to the 2. Now I'm putting in my first guideline, which is the ball line, to start this taper. I'm using my fast beads open, and I'm cleaning up that ball line at the same time. I put in about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch open, and then I go and clean up the bottom line. I fade as I go. Now I have the fast beads 0 guard open, and once I put that line in, I fade it out. Making sure I'm using my corners, constantly using the comb to comb away any loose hairs and push the hair back straight down. Going back and forth between a lower blade and a lower guard and a higher guard. Now I'm doing my 1 open. Trying not to go too high because I don't want to dig into his waves. Just trying to get out all those dark spots to make a nice smooth transition. Now I have my 2 open, and that 2 open should connect to the 2 closed that I did with the grain. 2 open against the grain should connect to the 2 closed I did with the grain. And it does. I'm still gonna put in my lines on the side so I can see the taper better, and so that I can fade out any dark spots. I can see it better once I have a line up, once I frame the canvas. And I actually learned this trick from the guy that I used to learn from when I was younger. He always did that. The barber I used to learn from when I was younger. Now I'm just smoothing out his sides a little bit so that when I line it up, it'll be flush to the sides and not have like hat hair hanging over, where it's kind of like smashed over. And I'm working on my taper, trying to keep everything low, keep it all flushed, or leave it, just keep it really nice. We want a really nice taper, but we want to keep it low. Doing the exact same steps I did in the back. Now I have my 2 and I'm going against the grain, with the grain, the side of the grain, all that, to try to get that hair to blend in and coming down with the 1. So first I blend going up, then I blend going in. Oh, found a new angle. Hopefully this angle is better than the other angles. I've been struggling trying to find a good angle. And I'm just pretty much lining up his back and following the line as natural as possible. I'm not trying to push his hairline way up in the behind his ears. using a lot of clipper over comb. I find that with tapers it works best for me because it gives it a nice smooth transition. My client's getting a little tired, but it's okay. The studio is called nap time because I want people to come and relax, and if they feel like they need to take a nap, go ahead and take a nap. But it's also a play on words as far as the word nappy, put a positivity into the word instead of how negative it can be perceived. So now I'm doing the lineup, and because of the way I'm standing, I wasn't able to look straight on, so it is a little wavy, but I did fix that at the end of the cut, like off camera. When he stood up, I was able to see better. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you can see a line better once somebody stands up. And then you don't be afraid to say, come here, let me fix this real quick before you go. And just clean it up. Like we all, make mistakes, or our eyes aren't always the best and things like that. So if you see something before they leave, don't be afraid to just ask them, can I clean this up real quick? Now I'm doing my razor work. I really like the lighting right here. The lighting is so pretty. And there you have it. I'm just going to do some shear work just to kind of take down some of those straggly straight hairs, and it helps make the waves pop. It just looks more finished and clean, and I really like the way it looks. Still working on that lineup, as you can see. And this is the finished product. Let me know what you think.